not really a woofer porn video on these. I don't want to kill them. It is a 3-inch coil. It's rated for 500 watts, which is a conservative rating. The motor's about the size of the Rockford HX2 power or Punch HX2. This is the better looking version. I actually have a pair of these. Let's see, it says dual 2. Here's the other one. It's got a couple of dings in the dust cap. You can see it. It's got the custom logo into the surround. And then also this is a custom tooled frame. See the logo? And then this frame is actually undersized. So I think it's probably right at 11 inches. I'll have to see if I can find the old, yeah, it's the M6. They also made a version, I think it was the M5, that had like a corrugated aluminum cone, which I guess was to give it strength. I don't really like aluminum cones because once they get dinged, they're trash. I do like a good paper cone, a solid paper cone, and then an aluminum dust cap that you can pull off and, you know, redo or whatever. But let's do the parameters. I can do these for 400 on the pair local, and then 500 on the pair shipped to any state in the lower 48. Yeah, 41 hertz. Not the best sound quality, but really good for a boat. Let's see. And we're doing 10.5 inches. QTS is 0.79, and then VAS is 1 cubic foot, basically 0.928. So we'll round up to 1 cubic foot. So I'm sure they recommend about 1.5 to about 2.2, and they do that in order to compensate for the higher than normal FS. On some of these Diamond, the surrounds ended up getting a little harder over time. I had a TDX do that. So this also has the branded gasket, which then of course has no mount holes. Just so you know, because when we're going through the gaskets that we got from the concept buyout, there's actually gaskets like this, and then people just put screws right through them. So just as an educational thing, you're just supposed to pull this back like this. See, and then it reveals the hole. And then you keep your thumb here so that it stays kind of spaced, and then you put the screw through it. And then you let that go, and then it covers the screw. It's a beauty ring. Okay, you're not supposed to go through the top of it. So, but anyways, yeah, 400 on the pair locally, and then 500 on the pair shipped. Let's see what else. Oh, I also got a, I'll do a review on it. The Diamond Audio, I think it's the, yeah, it's the D5 1200.1. We actually got a whole stack of those boards back when they were over there on Fry Road. That version that, see, here it is. That version is actually, that M6 version is when they were on Elliott and Arizona Avenue over there in Gilbert, which is just down the street from here. But again, the company changed hands several times. It was started by Bob Diamond. It was run by Ricky Farr for a little bit. Ricky went to jail, I believe, and tried to split the company up. The biggest dent they ever made was making OEM computer speakers for Gateway. And that was when they were over on Fry Road. And I had access to like a whole dumpster full of dead subwoofers several times. Several, like a whole 40-foot roll-away. Like I took them all, like twice. And they got pissed off at me because they went out there and there was no subwoofers, and Waste Management still charged them the, you know, $400 to take it away. So I should have just called Patrick. But yeah, these are great. The gap is kind of slim. The later on they did the D6 version of this, which still used the Go Fast ring. It used an open tool frame which had a standard cutout, and then a little bit thicker magnet, and then Yeah, and then before it finally changed hands, they had a TX. No, after it changed hands, when Larry Van Sickle sold it to the guys that own Sherwin Vega Mobile as well, they came out with a version called TX, which is the same thing. I think it's maybe just a little bit cosmetic difference, but it's a good woofer. They usually work great in sealed box from about, the 10 goes down to about 0.65 sealed, and then the 12 is good for like 0.85. And then typically it's not, this version is a little bit stiffer, but the later version, the D6, that again we had all these, again let me show you. Do I have them over here? Did I already pack them? See, there's one. This is the Mac Daddy, which is the same as that one. They just, it was like a promotional gig. Here's the final frame that they used, which is an open tool frame. That's the 10-inch. I'm trying to look for all those. Oh, here they are. I have like 200 of these. So I had them all converted for Mac, so you can make a removable top assembly. But this is the Go Fast ring, and some of them we got powder coated. They're just sitting here waiting for you guys to buy them. Ash has got to go, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.